I've been talking a lot this week about mindset and why and how important mindset is. And the bottom line is that if you want to be successful as an entrepreneur, you have to have the right mindset. So, what do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to tell you in just a moment. But first, what is mindset? Well, if you Google the definition of mindset, you'll find a bunch of different definitions, but the one that comes up the most often, and the one that is my favorite, is the definition of mindset that Carol Dweck developed in her research. Carol is the author of Mindset, the new psychology of success, which is, she's really the preeminent authority on mindset. And she's the one that coined the terms growth mindset and fixed mindset. So that mindset, here it is. The view you adopt for yourself that profoundly affects the way you lead your life. Let me say it again. The view you adopt for yourself that profoundly affects the way you lead your life. Why is mindset so important? Well, mindset is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't think you can do it, if that's the view you have, if you're saying to yourself, I don't think I have what it takes to be an entrepreneur, well, you don't have what it takes. Because you've convinced yourself that you don't have what it takes, and that's the way you're living your life. The right mindset is the mindset that is going to propel you forward toward the achievement of your goals and dreams. So whether you call it growth mindset, fixed mindset, whatever terminology you want to come up with it, the mindset that you want to adopt for yourself is a mindset that propels you forward toward the achievement of your goals and desires. Now, most of us don't have the right mindset. Most of us have some limiting beliefs because underneath your mindset is what you believe. Many of us have limiting beliefs about what we think we can and cannot accomplish, and who we think we are and who we aren't. And those beliefs, so many of those beliefs are just plain old wrong. You develop those beliefs early in childhood, and even then they weren't wrong, but you developed them because you were trying to survive. I mean, that's what we do. We try to survive. But those beliefs are not serving you anymore. Now, the problem is we're not necessarily aware of our mindset. I mean, you're not probably walking around saying, I have a limiting fixed mindset. But then maybe if you do some Google searches on what is a fixed mindset, you may read some of the definitions of what a fixed mindset is, and you may say, ooh, I kind of do. Because I'll bet for most of us, if you do research on growth versus fixed mindset, most of us are on the continuum toward fixed mindset. If you think of, now you don't have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset and that's it. I believe that mindset is a continuum, and on one end of the scale, one end of that continuum is the growth mindset. And that's when you were 100% in growth mindset. And at the other end of the continuum is the fixed mindset or the limiting mindset. And that would be 100% limiting mindset. We fall in between, somewhere in that continuum. And it depends on the day, it depends on the minute, it depends on the mood, it depends on what's going on in our lives, it depends on how much sleep we have. But what we want to do, what I recommend we do, and that has worked for me, is that we work continually on moving ourselves up the continuum from limiting fixed mindset toward growth mindset or empowerment mindset. I think I like empowered mindset better. Maybe empowered mindset on one end and disempowered mindset on the other. Because if you buy into the definition that your mindset is the view you adopt for yourself that profoundly affects the way you live your life, if you have a disempowered mindset, that is going to filter into all areas of your life. And especially if you are an aspiring entrepreneur that dreams of having your own business and of being your own boss, especially if that's you, that disempowered mindset is going to sabotage you, torpedo your dreams of being an entrepreneur. Mindset is so important. I have a assessment. I'm just putting it up on my website. It's actually not my assessment, but I have a link to an assessment that can give you an idea of what your mindset is, and if it's more towards the disempowering mindset or closer to the empowering mindset. My mindset a year ago was at about 50-50. Now my mindset is at about 75-25. So I'm getting closer to the empowered mindset. If you want to find out how I did that and the tools I used, DM me. Just message me and tell me that you would like to find out what tools I used. I will give you the link to the assessment that it's about a very short 5-minute assessment, and you will find out whether you have more of a disempowering negative mindset or whether you have more of an empowering positive mindset. It's eye-opening. And if you take the assessment and then let me know what your results are, I will let you know. I will give you some tips on how you can start to move yourself on that continuum toward the empowered mindset. DM me if you want to learn more about how to have an empowered mindset. And if you like this video, please like it, comment, and share it with someone who would benefit from having this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's a sunny Friday in Phoenix. We've had some rain this week, so it's wonderful to have the sun come out again. I hope you have a wonderful weekend wherever you are. And I will see you on Monday at 9 o'clock Pacific time for another Into Action with AJ.